So one of the social skills that we teach people is how our social rules differ from other people's. And remembering that different does not mean wrong. But a lot of the time we create pictures about the way other people should be. But these pictures are often created on our own rules, our own expectations of the way life should be. And it's every negative interaction that we have is actually a result of another person smashing the picture that we actually imposed on them in the first place. So when we're observing our negative interactions with others, it's always important to have a look at what are the pictures that I've created, what is it that I expect from that other person. So let me give you some examples of, often I'll put the world in two groups of people, and there's lots of different two groups of people. But one group of people is what I call exact, and another group of people is what I call approximate. So these two people view the world quite differently. An exact person, when they're sharing a story or they're hearing a story, they take the exact interpretation of the way that's going to be. And then we've got the approximate people. And the approximate people, they're happy with a variation of the story. It doesn't have to be exactly correct, but a variation is okay. So we've got Mr. Exact and Mrs. Approximate who are going to meet for dinner. Yeah, they agree that they're going to meet at 7 o'clock. Mr. Exact arrives at 7 o'clock. They're ready, waiting. Miss Approximate turns up around 7 o'clock. Yeah, so she gets there 10 past 7. Mr. Exact greets her with, "You're late." Negative experience for Miss Approximate, who's already created a negative experience for Mr. Exact. So already this interaction is based on a negative interaction that has started because both of them smashed each other's picture. Now they might go out, they have their dinner, let's say they've gone out and they're eating pizza for dinner. They come home, they go to bed. The next morning somebody says, "Oh, how was your night out?" Yeah, Mr. Approximate says, "Yeah, well, it was a great night. We got home at 9 o'clock. I was in bed soon after. Yeah, so I was in bed by 9:30. And we just went and had pizza. I had 5 pieces of pizza." Mr. Exact goes, "Liar." And because often exact people interpret approximate people as liars. And so now that the Miss Approximate's being called a liar, she's already having a negative experience. She said, "But why?" Yeah. And he said, "You weren't in bed at 9:30, you were in bed at 9:32. And you didn't eat 5 pieces of pizza, you ate 4.5 pieces of pizza." Yeah. Which exactly is the way that it was. But unfortunately, the Miss Approximate says, "But I was giving an approximate story." And he said, "Well, you didn't give an approximate story, you said this is what's happened, so you're a liar." And this sort of dialogue goes on between exact and approximate people. Yeah, neither one of them going, "Hey, I'm from the exact group," and "Hey, I'm from the approximate group." It's just basically exact people saying, "I'm exact," without knowing that for themselves, but this is the way everyone else should be. You should be exact as well. And the approximate people saying, "But I'm approximate and the world should be approximate." But these two groups are smashing each other's picture on a very, very regular basis. So part of the social skills group is about teaching people to understand the difference between exact and approximate. Neither right, neither wrong, just all experiencing the same world differently.